Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is me, Sacred J. Alright, James, I am finally getting to this video, and yeah, I have actually been thinking about this, so let's get into it. The funniest thing I hear in the gaming discourse is that games today are dead. Or of course the popular saying is gaming is dead. It's dead. It's fucking buried. It's fucking buried. No one's buying games anymore. Games aren't the way they used to be back when we would get 0 day one patches, 0 support for the game. And, yeah. So, why is this bullshit? So, I'm going to say 2 games. I'm going to say actually 1. Okay? One game that was so anticipated that you guys know I love the fuck out of and defend, and I haven't talked really about in quite some time, but you guys know, at least that have been around the channel long enough. Starfield. You know how many people were playing that when it first came out? And I know that's 2023, it's ain't 2025, 24, but the case in point, that was 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. You know how many people not only were playing, or how much money that game has made in sales? Quite a lot. Not a small amount. Yeah, some of those, and then also not only that, like the amount of people playing. The point is not to say Starfield's this grand game. I'm saying people still game. People are still playing. People are still buying. I hear this said in the Dead by Daylight community as well, like, oh, DVD's dying, or this game is dying. And I'm just sitting there thinking, you are on some different kind of crack, man. I do not want whatever the fuck it is you're smoking, because I'm going to tell you this. Every game that has come out, especially multiplayer games, people are still playing. People are still playing Dead by Daylight. Actually, as a matter of fact, and I'm using this as a point, and I know if you guys don't care about Dead by Daylight, that's fine. I don't care. The point I'm making is that game came out in 2016 on Steam alone. The highest I've seen is 100,000 people when there's a special event, and then when it's stagnant, no new content, whatever, 20 to 30,000 fucking people. It's a weird glitch going on with the light, but 27,000 to 30,000 damn people, man. 27,000 for a game that came out in 2016. And that's current, too. That's still the same numbers this year. The same. Minus, now since it's crossplay, all the other consoles. And single player, too. Like, single player ain't dead, dude. Like, Starfield, again, is a prime example. Even to some extent, Baldur's Gate 3. Because you want to know something, you could play that game alone. And I even think it was kind of designed that way to an extent. But the point I'm trying to make is that games are not dead. They keep making them. People keep buying them. Like, gaming is not going anywhere. Maybe financially, gaming is starting to kind of take the toll a little bit. But you know what? That doesn't fucking mean people aren't going to be playing, dude. Is there bullshit in the industry? Oh yeah, there's bullshit in every industry, actually, if you really think about it. There's even bullshit in religions. There's bullshit everywhere. Like, yeah, games are expensive. Some companies are starting to kind of go into the bankrupt area, which is kind of sad, to be honest, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't know what I can do. I can't fork over millions of dollars, and neither can the people bitching about it. We're bitching about games today, dying, which, actually before, I don't know, because depending on in what order of events I'm uploading this, I actually just recently, before this video, actually recorded a video talking about 90s, early 90s to early 2000s nostalgia, and to me, this kind of fits with that, because I've even heard people say games back then were better, and I'm just sitting here thinking, like, what do you mean by back then, first of all? Like, PS2, original Xbox era? Or are you talking about, like, the PlayStation 3 360? I don't know. I don't know what the best era of gaming was, because no one has a specific fucking platform to go off of, because they probably know that they'll get their fucking ass handed to them. And it better not be the PS2 that is the best era, because let's face it, I am fucking glad some games do have day one patches. Yeah, some fucking stupid devs exploit the shit out of that for sure. And I'm not defending those types of fucking developers, like actual devs that give a shit about their community, and like excluding those assholes, but it just feels the same as that. It just feels like people are just pointing the finger. Like the PS2 era, as I was saying, if that's the best era of gaming, bro, they be releasing fucking broken ass games with no patches at all. Not a single patch for Kingdom Hearts 2, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, probably the only campaign, or the only Call of Duty I've bothered finishing the campaign to. It's like, dude, and people are still gobbling up COD. Like, gaming is still a thing. Like, that's just so delusional to say. Like, I just feel like I'm talking about a pointless topic. Like, it's like I'm explaining the obvious to my audience, and I hate doing that. It's dumb, and honestly, unless people don't understand, and I'm just trying to, cut through the bullshit and just pretty much explain, yeah, this is exactly what the hell it is. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Anyone who says gaming is dead is a fucking idiot and or delusional, unless there literally is like a really massive shift in gaming and player base. Because if no one's playing games and all games were objectively terrible, no. And a lot of the times it's like people just don't want to adapt to now, so they just would rather bitch about today than actually have fun with what we have. Fuck, man. I don't know. Actually give a shit. I don't know what to tell you. But anywho, yeah, it's a straight up delusional cope for people that just want to, romanticize the early PS2 and fucking Xbox and PS3 360 days. Like, yeah, those didn't have issues either. Get the fuck out of here. Any who don't believe this, gaming ain't dead. If you're still gaming, keep doing it. I personally don't care. It's not my life, okay? Just don't do anything fucking dumb with your life. That's all I say and ask. Other than that, if you prefer the older times, okay, cool. But don't be coming to me bitching about how I like trash when you're just going to sit there and play games that never had day one patches. So, and some of them released flat out fucking broken. Especially the fucking Nintendo days, dude. Having to wait for a fucking magazine, at least from what I've researched, people had to wait for a fucking magazine to come out to beat a level because the devs couldn't even make a level properly beatable. Redunculous. What some great times for gaming those were. Like, what were the best time? What was the best time for gaming? Because, like, a lot, in some of these videos you'll watch, they'll say, well, gaming peaked around here, and then they show this really ridiculous decline that really has nothing to do with the argument. It's usually just, like, business shit. It's not like, consumer player base and, no one's playing these games anymore. And I really hate it when they do it for single player games, man. Oh, well, this game's dead. No one's playing, man. No one's playing this fucking clearly obvious single player game that has no multiplayer component to it whatsoever. Oh, it's dead. No one's playing it. Fuck off. People started actually bitching about that with Starfield and probably some other games I'm unaware of. I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Not in the slightest. It is the goddamn internet after all. I'm sorry, like, dude, this particular point, or this, whatever the fuck you want to call it, this delusional cope is just so ridiculous to me. It's like, dude, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. People are still playing games. When you say something is dead and gone, that means no one's interacting with it. It's just like, you know, what's actually would be dead? Fucking multiplayer games no one plays anymore. Empty servers galore. But that ain't happening, at least with the games that I'm playing. And that is from subjective experience, because I don't play a lot of online games. I really never have. The only one I really give a shit about, really, if anything, is Dead by Daylight. I just don't like this fucking argument. I don't even want to call it that. That's giving it too much, you know, credit. Like a fucking... I just don't like this delusional ass cope. It's what the fuck it is, because what was the best times for gaming? Because if people say the PS3 360 days, you could easily slap a, well, they were day one patches. Even then, that's when they started kind of coming. Or updates for their games so they can add new content, which we never got in the PS2, Xbox, early PC days. So I don't know why the fuck people are bitching and trying to use this delusional ass cope just to prove some ridiculous ass point. Anywho, I've rambled about this for a little too long, longer than I think I wanted to, but yeah, I don't like this argument, or this delusional ass cope. Games aren't dead. You know, fucking, it's just a lie. It's a lie, pretty much. And if anything, well, it's a half-truth. You know, well, then, you know, a half-truth isn't the full truth. It doesn't prove anything. All that does is show that if you're going to rely on half-truths or spout half-fucking-truths, then you're not really trustworthy. Anywho, fuck the saying, games today are dead. It's a dead, tired, bullshit, delusional cope take that no one actually really takes seriously, at least on YouTube at the very least. Maybe some people off camera, hell, maybe even some of these YouTubers. Because it's just so delusional, it's just weird to even rant about this, honestly. So I don't know what to tell you. You know? Anywho, that's what I think. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace the fuck out. Have a good one. Goodbye.